On a quiet lake, in the soft light before the world fully wakes, a thin mist drifts low over the water. The surface is perfectly still, smooth as a mirror, holding the pale colors of the sky. And then, gliding gently out of the mist, comes a shape of pure white. It moves without a sound, carried forward as if by magic, leaving only the softest ripples spreading quietly behind it. Its long neck curves in a graceful and peaceful arch. There are few sights in all of nature so calm and so quietly beautiful. Tonight we drift gently across still water into the serene world of the swan. In the calm minutes ahead, we will follow the swan through its peaceful life upon the water. We will discover how this large and graceful bird glides so effortlessly and how it rises into the sky. We will see how a swan feeds quietly and gently, and we will learn about the deep devotion between a swan and its mate. We will meet the soft gray cygnets, and we will see how a swan rests upon the water as the night settles in. There is no need to stay awake. Let the stillness of the lake carry you. The swan is one of the largest of all the water birds and a close relative of the ducks and the geese. There are several kinds of swan in the world. Most are a soft and gentle white, gliding like pale clouds across the lakes and rivers of the cooler lands. But in Australia, there lives the black swan, just as graceful, dressed instead in deep and beautiful dark feathers. Whatever their color, all swans share that same long, curving neck and that same air of calm and quiet grace. A swan was truly made for the water. As it glides across the surface, so smooth and so serene, its broad webbed feet are paddling gently, hidden far below, doing all the quiet work unseen. On land, a swan walks with a slow and slightly clumsy waddle, for the land was never quite its home. But the swan is also a powerful flyer. To rise into the air, it runs across the surface of the water, beating its great wings, until at last it lifts free and climbs into the open sky. When a swan feeds, it does so with that same unhurried calm. Much of its food lies beneath the surface, in the soft green plants that grow in the shallow water. And so the swan lowers its long and graceful neck down into the lake, reaching far below, gently gathering the underwater leaves. Sometimes it tips forward entirely, its body upending, its tail lifted softly toward the sky. It feeds slowly and peacefully, taking only what the quiet water freely offers. There is a gentle devotion at the heart of a swan's life. A swan will often find a single mate, and the two will stay together year after year, sometimes for the whole of their lives. Together they choose a quiet place near the water, and together they build a large and careful nest. Two swans, side by side upon a still lake, their necks sometimes curving softly toward one another, have long been, for people everywhere, a quiet picture of peace and faithfulness and gentle love. In time, the nest holds a small clutch of eggs, and from them hatch the cygnets, the baby swans. A young cygnet is not yet white. It is dressed in soft, fluffy feathers of pale gray, small and gentle beside its tall parents. When the water is cool or the cygnet grows tired, it may climb up and rest upon a parent's back, carried softly across the lake. And slowly, over many quiet months, the small gray cygnet grows, until at last it wears the pure white feathers of a swan. As evening comes and the light fades from the lake, the swan prepares to rest. It does not need to leave the water at all. Instead, it simply drifts, floating gently upon the calm surface, often near the soft shelter of the reeds. It curves its long neck around and tucks its head softly beneath one wing, folding itself into a smooth and peaceful shape. And there it sleeps, rising and falling with the gentle breathing of the water through the quiet of the night. The swan moves through its life the way the calmest of evening settles over a lake, gently, quietly, and without the slightest hurry. It is a creature of grace and of stillness and of quiet, faithful devotion. It asks the world only for calm water and a little peace. Tonight, somewhere on a dark and silent lake, beneath the soft light of the stars, a swan is floating quietly upon the water, its head tucked beneath its wing, resting exactly as its kind has always done. If this calm journey through the natural world helped you unwind, consider subscribing. In our next video, we will drift gently into another peaceful corner of the wild. Rest well, sleep deeply, and thank you for being here.